Hello and welcome to a new video. This video is going to be a bit different from what I usually do. This week is going to be my 21st birthday and I'm really excited about that. I've been thinking about doing a video showing you my record collection because, well, I've been thinking about growing my record collection and I was thinking like let's have a video like showing how it started, and it would be cute and you can also like take a look at my taste in music, I guess. But first, let's have a bit of backstory because honestly I always sort of thought having records was kind of like a silly idea, I guess, because I still have my music on my Spotify and like why would I get a record and have something that is gonna take so much space in my room. But honestly, don't knock it till you try. It's really cool. I really like having records now and just like taking a look at them. I recently saw like an Instagram reel where they were talking about like the importance of having things that you can touch, because you feel more connected to music if you actually have like a CD or a record or like a poster or just something like you can touch and feel that it's yours, instead of a subscription that you know at the end of the day it's not gonna be yours, like that you don't own that song in any way. Like if they remove it from the platform, you're just not gonna have it anymore. It got me thinking, and I'm really glad I have records and I'm really glad I have CDs and all that. The reason I got into like record collecting or something, one day I was at my mom's car and I was playing some of her CDs and I was thinking like I wish she had more CDs that I liked so I could play them on her car. And then I asked my grandfather, hey, do you have any CDs? And he was like, don't you want records? And I was like, I don't have a record player, and so he gave me some of his records and a record player, an old record player that he had, and it's really cool. I'm really thankful. I'm really grateful for that. It's really cool. I'm gonna show you the record player because it's kind of like a modular system thing, and I really like it. I think it's really cute because it looks like very early 2000s, 90s vibes, and I think it's cute. But anyway, now that you had the backstory, I'm gonna show you the record player itself, and then I'm gonna show you my record collection and my thoughts on every single album that I have. Okay, so this is my record player. Like I said, it's kind of like a modular system, I guess. I don't really know what I can call it. I'm pretty sure it does have a name. It says LVTB102 Remote Control Compact High Fidelity Stereo System. This is the machine. I think it's pretty. This didn't come with it. Let me show you how it works. I already have my record here. I showed to play Tchaikovsky for you because you know the kids are crazy for Tchaikovsky, of course. So after you plug it in here, then you click on this phono, and that's for the record player. They usually have this thing. You take it out, and then you turn this so it lifts. Now you also have to check that the speed is set to the speed that you need. After you've done that, you just put this thing here and you just have to check that you're not gonna hurt the record. And then you need the volume. The volume for this one is on this knob. Anyway, let's get into the collection itself. Okay, so the first record that I'm gonna show you is the first record that I bought for myself. Here Come the Warm Jets by Brian Eno. There you can see, I love this record, I love this album, I love everything about this, and I love Brian Eno. If you know me in real life or you know me virtually but we have talked and we are friends, you know that I'm absolutely obsessed with Brian Eno. He is my favorite person in the whole world. I love him so much. Let me show you the inside. Here Come the Warm Jets might be my favorite Brian Eno album. I'm actually not super sure, but I just love it. I love the cover. It's so gorgeous. Look at that. He looks so cool. He's like a vampire in there. He looks insane. He looks so good. I love that picture. And then here, this picture over there, it's actually the picture on the back, which I think is lovely. I think that's so cute. My favorite song on this one, Dead Things Don't Talk, for sure. I love Dead Things Don't Talk. One of the best songs ever created, honestly. You have to listen to it. Dead Things Don't Talk by Brian Eno. This is the first album he released solo. I love this album so much. Definitely give it a listen. The second album that I got, again with my money, is the second album by Brian Eno. This is Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy. I also love this album. I don't love it as much as Here Come the Warm Jets, and I also prefer Another Green World, but this is amazing. This is the first album by Brian Eno that I listened to, and honestly it's just gorgeous. I love the cover. It looks so good. I really like this era of Brian Eno because look at him. He looked like so bumpy and like God, insane, and it was gorgeous. It was great. And then he stopped doing that. And like look at these pictures. They are amazing. I love them so much. The first song that I listened to by Brian Eno was Third Uncle. I feel like that is a lot of people's introduction to Brian Eno, especially if you're like into goth music, because of the Bauhaus cover. And that song, the original Third Uncle, is on this album, and it is my favorite from this album. Definitely listen to it. Then the third record that I have bought for myself is an absolute classic. You definitely know this album, maybe not, but it is a classic. Transformer by Lou Reed. This is a classic. Like I said, this is, everybody knows and loves this album, I feel, especially if you are, or if you were like a weird person. Every weird person has a special connection to this album. I wouldn't say I'm a weird person, but I know that most people would say that. So yeah, this album and me, we do have a beautiful, intimate, special connection to each other, and this album is gorgeous. It makes me cry. I love it so much. My favorite song on this album is definitely Makeup. I feel like any other answer is wrong. No, that's actually not true. Any other answer is right, actually. Every song in here is so special to me and I love them so much. But my special song is definitely Makeup. I love that so much. I listen to it almost every single day when I'm getting ready. I love it so much. And I also really like Andy's chest because it's funny and I always add it to my Instagram stories. But yeah, Transformer by Lou Reed, you should definitely listen to it and you should definitely buy it. Those are all the three records that I have bought for myself. Now we're getting into the ones that I got from my grandpa's collection. His collection was huge, okay? But I didn't take every single album. I just took a. The first that I'm going to show you is this one. Is the original motion picture soundtrack for the movie Times Square. I didn't know about this movie before having this record. I haven't watched it actually. I don't know what it is about. It seems fun for the colors and like the 80s vibe. This is really good. Brian Eno is also kinda here because we have Live During Wartime by the Talking Heads. He produced that song. We also have Roxy Music, but I'm pretty sure Brian Eno wasn't involved in that song. It's Same Old Scene by Roxy Music. But Live During Wartime, one of the best songs ever, also by the Talking Heads. Brian Eno was definitely involved in that song, so we do have Brian Eno here, which is amazing. Should you watch the movie? I don't know, I haven't watched it. Next, I decided I wanted to show you like a collection inside of the collection. I have 17 records from a collection called Great Masters of Classical Music. This is in Spanish, so it's Los Grandes Maestros de la Música Clásica. And this is such an amazing collection. I am not super into classical music, mostly because like I don't know, I mean I've never got any classical training. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you and say like classical music is like the most accessible thing ever, because like, I mean, it is accessible, but like you're not gonna listen to it on the radio, you're not gonna listen to it on TikTok. Well, sometimes. So like most of the music that you end up listening to is because other people are listening to it and not other people are listening to classical music. So I'm not gonna blame myself for not listening to classical music a lot, but this definitely made it a lot more accessible to me. I really love these things. I don't listen to them as much, but I do listen to them, especially when like I'm doing some painting or stuff like that. I love them because they are like separated. Each of these records is a different composer and a different piece, and it's gorgeous because it's not just the record, it also has like they all have a booklet, so you're getting the music and you're also getting some analysis of the piece that you are listening to it, and the biography of that person, the composer, and like the relevance of their music in that time and the modern era and whatever. This is great. I love this. This is the type of things that everyone should have. This is such a delight. The next one that I'm going to show you, well, I think from now on I'm gonna try to show them like in order of like ascending towards the one that is the most special to me, I guess. And so this, you can consider it the least special, I guess, from the ones that I got from my grandfather's collection. Some people might get mad at me for calling it the least special for me, but it is true. I haven't listened to this album actually, but I like to have it. I have listened to it, but only like on Spotify or stuff, so I don't really have like a strong connection to it. Also, this is Diver Down by Van Halen. I also don't have like a super strong connection to Van Halen. I do like them, and they were a part of my childhood because they were always on the radio, but I don't know so much about this, but cool. I mean, I like to have it. Next, I'm gonna show you two records together, the Bayou Country Creedence Clearwater Revival, and I have Creedence Clearwater Revival 20 Greatest Hits. Okay, so this is cool. I prefer to have albums, not greatest hits albums. But I mean, it's nice, it's cool because I mean, having a greatest hits ensures that I'm gonna love every single song because they are the hits. But I definitely prefer to have like the album and like enjoy the piece as it was meant to be enjoyed. But anyways, by country greatest hits, Creedence Clearwater Revival. I also have some CDs by them. I like them. They're really cool, and they make me feel like I'm a cowboy on the road or something like that, and it's really cool. Like, you know, the dream of being a cool man sometimes. But anyway, yeah, this is great. Should you listen to it? I mean, it's Creedence Clearwater. Why wouldn't you listen to them? They're like a huge classic. Next one, I didn't really knew like if to put Creedence and then this one and then the next one, but I'm gonna do it this way, and maybe I'm wrong, and at the end I want to change the order of things, but it doesn't really matter. The next one is Hotel California. Hotel California by the Eagles. You already know this album. Why wouldn't you know it? This is great. I also have a tape to go with it, which I think is really cool. There's also this inside of it, which is cool. I don't have a lot to say about this one. I mean, everybody knows this song and it's great. I also really like that I have it as a tape. Also, I think that's really cool. I remember my grandpa was showing me how to use the record player. He used this record, and so it's kind of like a good memory attached to it. I just realized I actually have a lot more records from the classical music collection, and I didn't count them, but I mean, you can assume they were maybe like 20 some, maybe 22. Anyway, the next one, I guess, I also, like I said, I just don't love greatest hits, but this is cool. This is Queen Greatest Hits. I also have Queen Greatest Hits as a tape, but yeah, this is really cool. I mean, you can tell that this has been through a lot, which I think is cool. I think it's nice that you can tell that it's been through a lot, you know, like it's been used and it's been loved, and I think that's really cute. It's completely destroyed. I mean, the record itself is fine. It's just the sleeve is it's awful. It's completely taped. But it's really cool. I also really like having old records because I'm from Mexico, so like I guess back in the day, if you bought a record or like a tape or a CD, they would translate the titles of the song, and I think they're really funny. Like for example, Bohemian Rhapsodies, Rhapsodia Bohemia, of course. Another one by the Dos is Otro Más que Muerde el Polvo, Killer Queen, Reina Asesina. Fat bottom girls is chicas gordas. Let's see. Oh, this was really funny. You're not gonna understand it if you don't know Spanish, but I'm gonna try to explain it somewhere else. We will rock you is te merecemos. That is so funny. Crazy little thing called love is amorcito loco. Anyway, I think this is super funny. I really like when old records or just any piece of media will translate the titles. I think that's so funny and so adorable. I really like that, and that's one of the main reasons that I like this. Of course, I like every single song here. I mean, I really like who doesn't like Queen. But yeah, my favorite part about it is the translated names for sure. I love looking at that. It's so much fun. The next one, I decided to put this one after Queen because I do have a stronger connection to this artist than Queen. I don't really know why, I just like him. And for some reason I feel connected to him even though I don't know much about him. I'm talking about Santana. Santana, well, I've mentioned an artist. Santana is a band. Carlos Santana is the guitarist. Santana is the band. uh yeah, this is cool. This is new gold disc. So yeah, this is really cool and I don't know what to say about it. I mean, I like I said, I don't love like collections, but this is still nice. I mean, it's got my favorite songs. It's got Black Magic Woman, it's got Evil Ways, it's got Oye Como Va, it's got Samba Pati. So these are my favorite songs by Santana, so I think that's really cool. I mean, I can listen to my favorite songs in here and it's really cool. And like I said, I have a strong connection to Santana because he reminds me of being a kid, because I don't know, I used to listen to him a lot when I was okay, the next one that I'm gonna show you, I guess is somehow ironic. I only realized that I had this like 2 days ago. This is actually technically not mine. This belongs to my mom, but she doesn't have a record player. My grandpa gave the record player to me. So this is now mine because I'm the only one who can play it. And my mom doesn't use the record player anyway. This has several things inside and it's really weird. I don't know what happened to it. It looks awful. But yeah, I guess my mom got it when she was a child because it said El Duende Bubuli. If you don't know who that is, it's like, I actually don't know either. I don't know if it's just an artist or if it was like a cartoon or something. There's a character in there. My mom talks about this a lot. But I just don't know who he is. I don't know anything about this character. I know the songs. I definitely know the songs because my mom always sings them, but I don't know much about the character itself. There's a record. It's cool, but what I found the most interesting is my mom kept some other vinyls in here. I don't know. They're mini. I don't know what these are called, but like the tiny records, it's like the size of my face instead of like the size of, I don't know, something bigger. So, but this is like, there are some songs from Disney movies. It's just like a collection of songs from Disney movies. And I think that's cute that my mom has it, but I don't know like what is it. There's also this one and I'm super confused because I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to have that huge hole. Like, how am I gonna play it if it has such a huge hole? But I guess it's fine. I actually haven't tried to play this one, but I mean, I just found this in a box of stuff that was in my room, so that's why I'm saying this is mine. It's always cute to find like other people's stuff and like to be reminded of them, like my mom is somehow in here, right? That's so cute. That's adorable. The next one is very exciting for me because this is like in my top 5 favorite bands ever. Also top 5 favorite men ever. We got The Doors. The Doors. I have 2 records by The Doors. I have the greatest hits. We have absolute classic. We have Hello, I Love You, Light My Fire, People Are Strange, Love Me 2 Times, Riders on the Storm. Riders on the Storm. If you have never listened to that song, I don't know, your life must be miserable, because if you have never listened to Riders on the Storm, you're missing on a lot. I mean, there is a feeling that you have never experienced and I could never explain it with words. Then on the second side, it's break on through to the other side. Roadhouse Blues, Not to Touch the Earth, Touch Me, and LA Woman. LA Woman, that is insane. I love this. My favorite song out of all of these is definitely Riders on the Storm. Riders on the Storm is gorgeous. That song, the piano solo, Ray Manzarek, was insane. The Earth was blessed to have Ray Manzarek, and I feel like we don't acknowledge that as much. And I also have The Doors at the Hollywood Bowl, a classic moment in history. That is insane. I have this. This is so crazy. I love it so much. It has Wake Up, Light My Fire, Unknown Soldier, A Little Claim, The Hill Dwellers, and Spanish Caravan. Spanish Caravan is so good. And yeah, I love this also. This is so cool. The next one, I'm really excited to show you that I have this. Like, I just wanna brag. I wanna brag that I have this because this is one of the best things that I own, honestly. Pink Floyd's The Wall. Pink Floyd's The Wall. This is insane. I mean, I'm not gonna try to argue that The Wall is the best Pink Floyd album because it isn't. I don't think it is the best Pink Floyd album, but it was definitely world changing. Like, it was a moment in history, maybe not as much as The Dark Side of the Moon, but you cannot say that it wasn't. It's insane, and look, it doesn't look as bad. I mean, this is so old. This is from when it came out. This is from the same year that it came out. That is crazy. It's so old. Anyway, Pink Floyd The Wall. Pink Floyd The Wall. There's not much to say about it. There's a lot to say about it. But I feel like just saying Pink Floyd The Wall is already like crazy. You have to look at this. I don't actually know if you can see it. It has the drawings. It's gorgeous. This is such a gorgeous thing. It is damaged. I have played it and it is damaged. I am not gonna lie to you, but this is so old. Of course it's gonna be damaged. I'm not gonna be mad about it. Not only do I have it, not only does it have the drawings, it has the lyrics. It has the lyrics. It has the lyrics to every single song. That is so cute. I love this album. Favorite song on this album? Young Lost. Young Lost is my favorite song. That might be a hot take. I feel like that one is nobody's favorite. The Wall song is kind of like a hot take, definitely. I mean, everyone's gonna say Comfortably Numb. Comfortably Numb is a beautiful song, but Young Lost is so fun. I love fun, definitely. I love fun. You know which one I really like? Another Brick in the Wall, part 1. Okay, like part 2 is the one that everyone has listened to. Like, if I say Another Brick in the Wall, you have an idea of which song I'm talking about. That is the part 2. I like the part 1. That is so good because it's so much tension. It's so gorgeous, like how it starts with that is flown across the ocean, living just a memory. That is you have to listen to it because it's gorgeous. But anyway, this is one of my most prized possessions. So yeah, I my video photo. So like I said, one of my most prized possessions, Pink Floyd's The Wall. That is crazy. How do I have this? Anyway, now you know which records I have. And yeah, I'm really happy with my collection. I know it is very small, it's super small, and a lot of people will be like, that is not exciting. Why would you want to show us that? It's such a lame collection. I know I've only been having this for a year. Like, what do you want from me? Anyway, I am gonna make a video on my CDs, my CD collection. Anyway, well, I hope you like this video. And yeah, what can you take away from this video? Because, you know, this is actually like a very important life lesson. It's not just a video of me bragging about the cool stuff that I have. It's actually a really cool video in which I try to inspire you to own physical stuff. It's beautiful to own physical stuff. It's beautiful to be able to touch it and to have it. And yeah, I don't know, it's just beautiful. Like it's like a connection that you cannot get from streaming services, because from streaming services you're like just renting a song. I love music. I am crazy about art, and this is just a beautiful way to experience it. So yeah, I feel like that's the main takeaway that you can have, and just some food for thought. And that is all. Honestly, I do have more stuff to say, but I won't make this video an hour long because that would be crazy. So yeah, goodbye, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.